Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's got some space here.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Tigers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On first down, Howell.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Again, Wilson.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A throw over the middle, taken in, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And 22 more yards here and another first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. He's wide receiver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to push his way through.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Tighten up defense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off on a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now they go play action with Howell. And this is caught. And all the way Tigers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. And
oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
The score, Tigers 34, Eagles nothing. York with the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing is Wilson. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Wilson will throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
What is the deal?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll go play action. Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off play action. It's Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Make a meal. Let us down. Come on. Stay in your lanes and give out some pain. Here comes the ball.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Tigers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first down, Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
Touchdown! A.T. Perry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Tigers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Tigers 48, Eagles 3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
A nice little juke. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll goes a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Tigers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
Wilson's pass intercepted. They'll take over first.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There we go, shot.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner,
and it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Tigers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Second down throw for Howell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Tigers 69, Eagles 3. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Here's Brian Anger now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. New York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
And this is caught. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Good at this, fellas. We got this. All right, fellas. One more time. Don't let him rush.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Toronto, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid.